it'll hit you that you're fighting like in front of all these fans, the mecca of the sport? Do you think it'll be like before the fight, walking out, you'll be like, holy shit, like during the fight while you're exchanging, you're like, holy shit, this is insane? Or after, you think you'll have to soak it in a little bit?
Yeah. I think for me, it's one of those things where I have to soak it in. Like I look back afterwards. But I'm huge and keen on visualization. So the fact that I've seen this in my head 1,000 times, I think when I experience it, it's going to be like, okay, I've seen this. Like I've been here. Like this isn't. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna take it in, but I've seen it, so it's like nothing new. But maybe afterwards when I can fully let it sink in and breathe and be like, whoa, like I did that. I got this, that. Like 99% of people in the world will never get to experience first of all, what it's like to be in like a sanctioned fist fight, to be able to do this as my profession and job, and get paid to do this, and get paid every day to train and be with my teammates and have fun. But let alone do it in front of 15,000 people on a card like this one. And yeah, it's just it's crazy, man. I'm stoked.
But right now your week is like you cut a little bit, you train, and then you're just locked in on the fight pretty much all week.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Fight week is actually like my favorite week. Like Hayes in the barn. The work's been put in. I'm in shape. It's just kind of wait, man. Like Saturday was like my last hard day, and that's the hard part, is like the camp, right? Like the 10 weeks of feeling like you got hit by a car every day, just super sore and beat up. But this is the fun week. This is the week where I get to travel to a different state with my coaches, my friends, like my homies, and get to experience something new, man. Just like being downstairs in the hotel and seeing Masvidal and seeing Chris Weidman, like that's super cool. These are people I legit grew up watching, and now I'm just here getting to experience that. It's awesome.
Do you have plans after the fight? Are you gonna take in the card? Are you gonna be with your close friends and family after the fight?
Yeah. So with these COVID times, you usually don't get to experience the rest of the card. Like if I was fighting at the Apex, they send you right back to the hotel and you have to watch from the room. But I'm for sure sticking around and watch live with the 15,000 fans, with the COVID in the air. I'm gonna embrace it all. And yeah, and then I got family and friends coming out to support me, man, which means the world to me. And then we're gonna stick around for almost like a full week. It's like 5 days after the fight. We're going to Orlando. It's like 2 hours away. And then if I'm not too like beat up, then I'll do like the amusement park or the Universal Studios deal. And then we're gonna drive down to Miami. I've never been. It's 3 hours from Orlando, so we'll do a couple days in Miami and just hang out.
Yeah, man, enjoy it. Like that's awesome. And then I wanted to ask about the odds of this fight. Do you pay attention to the odds or anything like that leading up to a fight?
Yeah. I've been on the betting slant probably more than I should be. But yeah, I did look up the odds today. I think we're about even last time I checked.
About even. Does that mean anything to you at all? Or you're ready for Jeff Molina's performance? You're not really caring about too in depth.
Yeah. I just look at the odds from like a betting perspective. Like, oh, that's cool. Like that means absolutely nothing to me. Like I don't care if I'm the favorite, the underdog. I'm usually the underdog, but yeah, I can kill, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we're around the same age. I can't even imagine, making a UFC debut.
Yeah. It's like if I was the underdog. Yeah. If I was the underdog, I know I'd be telling my friends to put a lot more money on me.
Okay. And then I wanted to ask about Elle. I know you're training her for her upcoming fight. How do you think she will perform? What do you think about FAC as a promotion as a whole?
Yeah, Elle, she's a savage, man. Her nickname's the Ruthless Elle Wagman, and it's it very much fits her. She's her ability to, this is a underrated thing about Elle, is like her ability to kind of switch in between styles. Like her style initially when she came to the gym was like this brute, like short, stocky wrestler who would just be up in your face, take you down, take your back, choke you out. And she has that still. But she had a fight with this girl named Caitlin Radka, where, in my opinion, is one of her best performances, and she picked her apart. And her style was completely opposite from what she'd shown in previous fights of being a brute and just walking people down. Ended up taking them down off the fence and then taking their back. She showed something completely different. She was a sniper. Her ability to change between styles and between like a sniping, flowy, chop the legs, chop the head, and being a brute is hard to come by. Like you don't see that very often. And I think she's finally coming into her own where she has that in her back pocket, and she adapts her fighting style when she's fighting, like depending on the opponent. So she's really good, man. She's really, really good. And I think the UFC is going to have a 105 division one day, and she'll be a part of it. As far as FAC, man, like, dude, what a promotion to be able to fight on. For the even like the young level AMEs or to the high level pros, like that type of exposure they're getting with the UFC Fight Pass. And even if they're not on the UFC Fight portion, they're fighting on a canvas that says UFC Fight Pass on it. And there's camera in their face, and they get to experience the announcers. And I'm very fortunate to have had a similar experience with a different promotion. It was called Victory back in the day, but it was the same thing. It was like on UFC Fight Pass, and I fought on there for their promotion, I think like a total of 6 or 7 times. And it was similar, like as far as production, like great production, that exposure. And even as an amateur, I got to experience that. Like I think my second fight as an amateur, I had the cameras in my face. I was in someone's hometown. They said a UFC Fight Pass on the canvas. The cage is huge. And that experience, I think, really helped and shaped me to be like just a better fighter and have more fight IQ, like more of a vet status because you felt that. So the fact that these people get to experience that on the regional scene and on an event that happens every 2-3 months, it's awesome, and it's really good for these guys. And I think it's a huge factor to why our team is very successful, is because we get to experience that and be successful on a stage like that.
Yeah, that's big. That can help out like a young fighter, just hone it in, I feel like. So
for sure. I think in fighting, you don't want the unknown. Like you don't want to be in a fight and for you to experience something you've never seen before. Mm-hmm. I think I've been in that position, and it's scary. It's like I never want to be in a fist fight and be like, fuck, I don't know what to do here. I've never experienced this. And the same could be said for not having fought in a big cage or a canvas that says UFC on it, or just whatever the variable is. But you want to try to experience all that stuff in the gym or as an amateur, so that way when it happens, it's like, okay, I've been here before, I've seen this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all I wanted to ask you, Jeff. I'm gonna let you relax and get back to it. But like, good luck with media, weigh-ins, and then the fucking fight, dude. That's gonna be insane. Like, we're all gonna be watching, rooting you on, man.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. All right, take it easy tonight, man.
Yeah, see you, brother.
See ya.
Thanks, man.